Hey writers, so glad you've tuned in. If you're unfamiliar with this channel, I put out short form content for writers at all stages, specifically target writers in the first few years of their writing to publishing journey. The beginning of this journey is a steep climb. There's so much to know and a lot to wade through. It can be daunting and overwhelming. My aim is to make it easier for you by providing bite-sized information to get you started, what you need to know, and where to go to get more information. No need to waste your time listening to longer form content that doesn't meet your needs. This video isn't sponsored, and I do my best not to provide an opinion on any product I might discuss, but I offer affiliates to consider. I'm learning too, so I welcome constructive feedback. And if you have any questions, I do my best to answer them in the comment section. Before we jump into today's video, please do me a favor and click, share, and subscribe. We're here to help each other. Let's get to it. In this series on storytelling fundamentals, in part 1, we discussed narration or voice, and in part 2, we saw how verb tenses drive the story and set mood, tone, and timing. By now, you understand narration is more than point of view. That effective narration layers tone, mood, pace, distance, and atmosphere. And as authors, it's not only our job to weave those elements constructively, but to manage them. Over the course of 3 videos, we've been discussing some fundamentals of storytelling. And in today's video, the last in this series, we're untangling 2 more elements of narration, immediacy and distance. If you missed the first 2 episodes, you can find them in the links below. Hi, I'm Carmen Katie, author and entrepreneur. If you're new to the writing industry and are seeking practical steps to jumpstart your writing to publishing journey, this is the right place where you'll find expert level advice on writing and publishing, business management, and everything in between. Before we get into immediacy and distance, let me say this. We've been pulling apart narration into elements, but they work in concert. You won't have point of view without immediacy. You won't have verb tense and point of view without distance. You won't have mood or tone without immediacy and point of view. Another way to conceptualize narration is looking at an umbrella. Here, the spokes of the umbrella are voice or point of view, verb, tense, distance, and immediacy, and you as the author, the handle, balancing it all. Managing all parts expertly takes time and experience. In these last 2 spokes, immediacy and distance, we address how close the reader is to the character, act, condition, emotionally and psychically. For instance, in this first example, the dark clouds hovered above me. Breathing became difficult as my worry thickened the air. In this example, there's a more immediate feel to it opposed to this second one. Worry turns my stomach, but as I peer across the horizon at the dark clouds hovering over the mountains, I exhale, relaxing my shoulders. In this later example, it has an over there feel to it opposed to the former. You see, verb tense affects immediacy and distance, which in turn affects a reader's emotional or psychic distance to your story. In general, first person present tense, I have, is more immediate in feeling tone than third person present or past tense, Adeline has or Adeline had. Compare those to second person narration, you have or you had, present or past tense. There's an even more immediate feeling tone than first or third person narration. Another effect immediacy and distance can have in your story is managing tension. When an act, event, condition has that over there feel to it, the danger, the stress, emotionally is less. You can also see the impact of immediacy and distance using objective and subjective narration. A story may start with a broad or objective point of view or viewpoint, such is often the case with backstory or exposition, and move to a granular subjective view, such might be the case with dialogue. As an author, you are a conductor managing an orchestra of writing conventions, literary devices, and writing techniques to weave a story together. Becoming a master storyteller is understanding all the elements of narration and how to use them effectively. Point of view, mood, tone, immediacy, distance, and atmosphere work in concert, engaging your readers into a world they can't live without. That wraps up our series on storytelling fundamentals. However, if you have questions, please leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer those. If you're struggling with any aspect along your writing to publish journey, be sure to check out my affordable consultation services via my website, www.carmenkatie.com. The link is below. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, click the like button and be sure to subscribe.